Good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this does not work without you. So thank you guys for being here. So here we are. Let's get open for business and let's wake up the football gods on this Sunday morning, Sunday game day. Oh my goodness. You know, we wait all week for this day. I am so excited. We've got the 1 o'clock games. We got the Eagles. We got the Washington, whoever, and we got the New York Giants. We're going to start our live stream coverage at 1 o'clock. We'll be watching all three games at the same time. And then, of course, we'll go to the main event, which will be the Dallas Cowboys live stream. So tune in all day long. If you get tired of listen to the regular broadcast. You can put the game on, but listen to us, man. We're having a ball here outside in our set. And I've been working on this thing in my head for years, but physically have been working on this thing for a couple of months, and I still have more work to do. But each week you're going to see it change, evolve, and hopefully get better and better. And I hope that you'll definitely be here for us for the game and things. And it's a big game. It's a huge game. And here's where we stand injury-wise. Tyron Smith has an outside chance still to play. He's listed as questionable, and it's definitely going to be a game time decision. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's a game time decision. At this point, I'm wondering if it's so close to being meh, if maybe the best thing is just sit him out and have him ready for the stretch run. We don't want to aggravate this and make it worse where he gets out there for half a game and then ends up being hurt for more time down the road. Because the grand scheme of things, football is a marathon, and it's not about necessarily one game, but it's about as many as possible. So maybe, I don't know, but Tyron Smith knows himself, and the Cowboys trainers know a lot better than me. So hopefully he can play. If not, we just have to make do. The good news, of course, for us is hopefully La'el Collins gets back to practice this week, and maybe he's able to play next week, which would help take some more of the pressure off the Cowboys' offensive line. DeMarcus Lawrence is listed as questionable, but he will play. So we got some good news on the injury front there, at least with the hurt knee. But let's make no mistake about it. The Cowboys, like everybody, are banged up. We've got, I think, 8 guys or 9 guys on IR right now, from Sean Lee to Van Der Esch, Awuzi's on there, Blake Jarwin. I mean, it's just kind of like a who's who, but that's the reality of this season. This season, I mean, you're looking at teams like Nick Bosa and Drew Luck and Jimmy Garoppolo, headline players, Von Miller, that are out for teams. And this year, more than any other year, will be a war of attrition. And it's just going to really come down to your second and third tier players. I honestly believe that. The fact that the Cowboys had 2 rookie undrafted free agents that were able to start and help us get a win is phenomenal. And this is when you're going to find out how good your front office is, not at just finding frontline players, but getting those second tier guys that are going to have to play valuable minutes. Because the injuries, I think this week and next week, you'll still see quite a few of those injuries because players are working their way into shape. And even beyond, possibly, because football is not like it used to be. We used to come Monday practice, Tuesday practice, Wednesday practice, Thursday practice, Friday was game day. I mean, that was high school, of course. You had practice. In the NFL, Monday and Tuesday, you're not there practicing. You're getting treatment on Monday. You got practice on Wednesday and Thursday. For the Cowboys, it's a walkthrough on Friday, a second walkthrough on Saturday, and then it's a game on Sunday. So you're not getting a lot of that conditioning, and you're not physically hitting the way you used to. So that leads to going from 0 to 60. And this is the way I equate the NFL the way it is right now, is if you were a NASCAR driver, you do not drive over 60 miles an hour training for the race. But come Sunday, you're driving 200 plus. You can't go from 60 miles an hour to 220 and expect not to have some crashes. It's just the way it is. So I got a lot of work to do. I got to get the outdoor set up. We got DMV coming. We got E2 Blue coming as well. We've got some changes on the set and stuff. And fortunately, the rain has stopped. It's still a little cloudy, but it's going to be a nice day weather-wise. For our Dallas Cowboys going to the Pacific Northwest, this year, unlike any other year before, is crazy. Normally, going to Seattle is going to hell. I've been there. I was there the year Sean Lee got jacked up, where literally the blindside block where you looked at him and said, is he still alive? It was literally one of the most vicious blindside hits I've ever seen. I mean, Sean, I don't even want to think about it. But I remember Bob Kelly, a member where I actually started doing social media in a trash talking group on Facebook. He had said, when you go to Seattle, he said, wear some earplugs. Earplugs? What are you talking about? I said, yeah, wear some earplugs. He said, because the place is that loud that you will go deaf. I'm like, come on, man. It can't be that loud. Yo, it was that loud. It was that loud. You cannot hear anything. The way the sound goes up and reverberates down, you can't call it. I mean, literally, you cannot hear a damn thing. I can see why the whole fumble happened on the snap in the playoffs up in there. It's just that crazy. But this year, we don't have that issue. This year, the crowd is not there. That home field advantage shouldn't be there the way it normally is. In fact, the Dallas Cowboys, having one of the largest crowds at home, may actually have the home field advantage that nobody else has. So that will help us. Russell Wilson is on a complete tear this year. 9 TD passes, insane in 2 games. Insane. Now, let's preface this. It was the Atlanta Falcons defense. And I will still say that New England's defense is not the same without guys like Hightower. So, you know, sometimes you have a little bit of an advantage there because of the competition you're playing. I still think New England is a decent team, but I'm not sure that New England is a top-tier team. I mean, for Cam Newton to go to Seattle and throw for 397 yards, the most yards he's thrown for since 2011, including his MVP season, kind of tells you quite a bit about the Seattle defense. So we can definitely move on Seattle. And going back through the game that we had last week, it's actually amazing because if you watched my video last night, the first 4 scoring drives that Atlanta had, they did a total of 110 yards and got 20 points. Almost every drive the Dallas Cowboys had was like 73 yards or more. They had long, methodical drives that went down the field and scored. And if the Dallas Cowboys can do that, continue to have long, methodical drives, keeping the ball out of Russell Wilson's hands and wearing out their defense, I think they've got a great chance to win. Now, for me, you see I got my Doomsday Defense shirt on here because today, I believe, is the day that the Dallas Cowboys defense comes alive. There's no reason for me to think that. I mean, DeMarcus Lawrence is coming in banged up. Of course, we got Joe Thomas starting because Van Der Esch is out. Of course, Sean Lee's not there. Awuzi's not there. We got a rookie cornerback that's playing all against Russell Wilson. But today is the day that I believe they come alive. I have faith in that defense. In fact, I believe they'll get a takeaway. And they will keep Russell Wilson from getting no more than 3 touchdowns. I know that sounds crazy. 3? Yeah, but when you got a guy who's got 4 and 5, it's kind of like, okay, 3 sounds pretty good. Well, we'll see how it all goes. I've got work to do. I got one of my game day eats. I got my new grill out there yesterday, and I broke it in with some Cajun shrimp. So that will be coming up for you guys. Another simple recipe for your tailgating or home gating for the season. And I'm going to go up here and make a big-ass pot of chili to go with the bang, 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 bang. Bang Bang shrimp that we're going to have sliders for today. I'm Mark Holmes, and as always, I want to thank you guys for being here and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Make sure you tune in, 1 o'clock. I'll see you then.